Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 06.08.2026. Current time is 05:48 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. This Monday morning, start of a new week. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, Fireman Rich on all those other fine, good, and great social media platforms. Tote myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. That's why I'm on so many of them. But you can just Google Fireman Rich and you'll see where I'm at on all those interwebs, or else check the links up here on these particular fine social media platforms that we're broadcasting to. Rumble, we have 2 this morning, 1 on Locals, 3 on Twitch. All right, good morning, Twitch, and 1 on YouTube. That's Jack out there somewhere. And I want to say a good morning to our Jersey girl there in central New Jersey, Tina. Good morning to you. And the missus just getting up. She says, "Good morning to you." If you can hear that, I heard that. I heard that. The missus says, "Good morning to you." And we are getting our day started here with the morning coffee, which always tastes good. And you got to have it, or else it wouldn't be the morning coffee, Monday morning coffee. You got to have the coffee. Get good start to the day here. And Tina says, "Good morning to the missus." I thank you for that. But I do hope you had a good weekend. We had a good weekend. We had a great weekend. Um, I gotta get off my lazy ass and get the solar panels out because there's been too many sunny days here this last week. And it's the 8th. We're already a week into the month. It seems like we just started the month last week. Oh, that's right. It was a week from today. But we just finished the first week of the month. And mm, coffee's good. Good coffee. So I had a good weekend. We what the hell? Let me look at my notes. What did we do Friday? Friday we did the broadcast here, and then I took a nap. I did some offline streaming of Lord of the Rings. I've been playing a lot of Lord of the Rings here the last couple of days, crafting if you will. And then we had Saturday. We had a. I was going to live stream gaming Lord of the Rings Online, but I did a live from Rumble Studios, the Tioga Radio Show, Fireman Rich on Mixcloud. I rebroadcast the last week's Mixcloud broadcast on Saturday morning, and that seemed to work out pretty good. I'm getting a format down with Rumble Studios 2.0. So we did that, and I was gonna live stream Saturday afternoon. Also, we did yesterday morning. Sunday morning is a great time to be live streaming gaming and stuff for me. But Saturday we did the. I guess it's just another. I think that has a good fit there. Saturday morning, do the just redo the Tioga Radio Show from Mixcloud on Rumble here and X live, and I took a nap Saturday afternoon. Of course, I did take a nap yesterday. Yeah, I guess I did lay down for a little bit, but we did broadcast 3 hours of Lord of the Rings online, and that's going really good. I was on there afterwards after dinner for a little bit doing some side quests, some optional quests that I couldn't figure out, and I figured it out. So I did a couple. I still got 3 more to do. We'll pick that up when we start um, we start when we do our next Lord of the Rings online broadcast. We did our second one yesterday, so my target is to have at least 5 a month, and I've been doing that since I started that. At least 5 Lord of the Rings online, and then if I fill in with other ones like Battlefield 6 or PUBG Battlegrounds, I got to get some Guild Wars. I haven't done Guild Wars in ages and stuff. So, but it was a good weekend. I enjoyed some of the backyard out with the nice weather and stuff. Good morning. And how'd you sleep? So, so start of a new week. But we're starting early this morning, which is a good thing. As far as that goes, it's a good way to start a new week. Working towards the weekend, as I like to say, and let's see. Tina says she actually took a nap Sunday, so you don't take regular naps. I'm getting back. I've been getting back into the naps here in the afternoon. They just I wanted to broadcast yesterday, Saturday afternoon. I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just lay down and take a nap. But naps are good for you if you can take a nap. I'm sort of um, I guess since starting taking naps since I've been retired. I don't think I started taking really naps until the last year or so. Um, but they're good if you can take them when you're still still working at the day job when you're on a day off and stuff. That's always a good thing because it's nice. It's nice as far as that goes. So and we might be doing that again this afternoon, depending on let's see the weather. Right now we got cloudy overcast out there right now. I got to start do my walk this morning, and we do have to mow. Well, I don't think it's going to be raining. I think today and tomorrow it's just going to be a little overcast. We got a big day tomorrow because Tuesday is mow the lawn day. We're still push mowing. No word yet on the riding lawn mow tractor. I think we just went past a week, and this will be 2 weeks coming up and stuff. But I'm not going to push it. They'll give me a call when they work on it. I know they're busy as far as that goes. And let's see. Let's transition over to this one. Okay. And but beautiful weather though. All last week and this week we did get some sprinkles a little bit. Saturday morning, I guess. I took. Oh, I did. What did I do Saturday after I did the radio. I went outside and I on the birch tree out back here. There was a limb that it's been bugging me. It's dead. It comes out and then it angles up here, but there's a portion that goes out here. It just turned black and it's dead. And I cut that off and did some trimming, did some weed whacking. And the missus, she used she bought a new hose, one of those collapsible hose at the Walmart, and she was washing down the front porch and the windows and stuff like that over here on the side of the house. And so that's operational. That's working good. So it's good to have a working hose with no leak. Well, no leaking at the spigot there. We changed. I had the spigot changed out last week with a contractor, and as far as that goes, so overall, good weekend. Good weekend and good weekend weather-wise. We're let's see, for today, currently we are at 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's 60. It's 10 degrees higher in the house here, so it does feel just a little. I could put the hoodie on, but it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 15 degrees Celsius, and let's see what kind of day we're gonna have here. Let's see. Where's my audio? My audio is going in and out here. Let's see. How's the audio? Audio's going. Let me reset my mic. Okay, that should be better. Okay, it's at 10:51. 10:51. Mic reset. Reset the mic. So we are a little bit louder. How come that? I just hear my Behringer 803 going in and out. As far as that goes, I'm not sure. What's up?
We're just looking at the temperature.
Yeah, nice temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I just turn up the volume there. There we go. We'll do that. That'll work. Let's see. But yeah, we're 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and which is what did I say in Celsius? 15 degrees Celsius, and we have areas of patchy fog early. Yeah, we had some fog out there earlier. Sun and cloud mixed, high around 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds out of the south by southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent as far as that goes. And light winds. That's that 5 to 10 is light winds. And let's see. Sun rose this morning at 5:30 a.m. So 5:31. Yeah, 5:31 a.m. So that was 5:31 26 minutes ago. 26 minutes ago, the sun rose, and we got some cloudy overcast. I see. It's sort of like the blues trying to punch through, and the sun will be setting at 8:40 p.m. And last night, I got into watching Game of Thrones. I'm into the second season, and oh my god, that was good. And then we watched a movie. Do you remember the name of that movie? It had that guy that was one of the Bonds. He was one of the good Bonds there. I can't think of his name.
Oh my. Huh?
I can't think of it.
Oh,
It was a good movie. It was sort of a comedy drama, would you say? I can't think of that guy's
Yeah.
name. It was on Netflix. We watched it and stuff. So I don't know what's going on with my thing here. Okay, there it is. I just had to put in the power cord. Power cord was out a little bit. So, but I ended up also watching some Game of Thrones. I think I'm on season 2, episode 4 or something. You want to look out there again, Jackie? Okay, there you go. And that's getting pretty interesting. I'm stuck on that. I'm watching a couple every day, every night before going to bed and stuff like that. It's like watching an extra movie every night and stuff. It's a very interesting show. That's on the HBO Max. I got HBO Max through the Spectrum. They added that to the package and stuff here recently, so I'm taking advantage of it, watching that series in completion. So, but last night I was watching. It's 9 o'clock, and the sun had already set. Okay, it set like 15, 20 minutes before, but it's still daylight at 9 o'clock, which I think is cool. I think that is really cool. So let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in let's see, what do we got? Honolulu, Hawaii, just coming into the day right now at 12 a.m. Cloudy skies with some clearing, with the moon peeking through, I guess you could say. 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3 a.m. Currently in their early morning. It's clear skies, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago at 5 a.m. Chicago is cloudy skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle at 6 a.m., top of the hour here. Top of the hour here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York at 6 a.m. We have cloudy skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And Tina is letting us know that down there in central New Jersey, it's going to be 64 for the low, 71 for the high, partly sunny. You got 71. We got 80 up here. So partly sunny down there in New Jersey. And look who comes into the broadcast. Love the flags. God bless America there. I love the Rumble flags there, Farmer. Farmer coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as California East. Good morning, Farmer. Hope you had a good weekend, my friend. Glad to see you here this morning. And you're getting your day started down there in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Let's see, we've got the Commonwealth of Virginia, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Commonwealth of Massachusetts. How many commonwealths do we have? I think I asked this before. Let's see. How many commonwealths does the USA have? And it's saying that assuming you are asking about commonwealth. They spelled wealth wrong. Let me see. Let me go Commonwealth. Yeah, okay. It's all one word. Okay, that's what it was. Let's see. Um, there are four. Oh, okay. Kentucky is the fourth one. So there's Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. I think I asked that once before. It's four. There's four. And Tina's saying good morning to Farmer. And we're going to be continuing with our world times and temperatures as I speak, going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, to London, UK at 11:02 a.m. 57 degrees Fahrenheit with some rain. It's raining in London. And let's see, in Milan, Italia at 12:02. It's definitely manja. Lunchtime in Milan just started here, and they have a sunny and clear day, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:03 p.m. in their evening. Sunny and clear in Kuala Lumpur, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Over the skies of Tokyo, Japan, 7:03 p.m. Cloudy skies in Tokyo, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And down under on the great continent, great country, and great friends and allies to the United States, Australia is at Melbourne at 8:03 p.m. in their evening. Clear skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia at 8:03 p.m. in their evening, 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. We do have a thought for the day, and it's from a great English playwright and poet. Some people say that this guy doesn't exist, but there's a lot of writings from him, and that's William Shakespeare, who was an English poet, playwright, actor, who widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language. They say born in Stratford upon Avon. He moved to London and co-founded the Lord Chamberlain's Men Acting Company. And Shakespeare's works were written between 1592 and 1613. So that's a long time. Had some good writings there. But his quote and our thought for today goes as follows. There is nothing either good or bad. Really? But think makes it so. So let me read that again. There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. So basically, say what we think, that's good, that's bad. It's what we perceive, okay? I think on a lot of stuff that maybe nowadays that's because you'll have one person saying this is good, some person say this is bad. It's probably how they perceive it, basically. But it basically means that an event or situation is neutral on its own. It's just sitting there. It's only when you have someone project and suggest that our minds and perceptions give the experience their positive and negative. So I'm a good person, but somebody might perceive me as a bad person because there's something that they just don't like or something like that. It's in a manner of speaking. I think there's generally some definitely good and bad and stuff like that, but that's how he perceived the world. There's good and bad. I think it comes down, as far as my opinion, it comes down to either good or bad. And my definition of bad is if you hurt somebody, kill them or hurt them, and you talk bad to them, you just defray. There's certain things that I think that's not a perception. I think that's an actual, as far as that goes. And Farmer says it should say Communist Virginia. Good morning, Tina. Yeah, I mean, there's. Oh, we don't want to do that. Oh, I almost canceled the whole broadcast over that. I accidentally hit the end stream. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, cancel. Pay attention. So there's our. It's an okay. I guess that's a good one. I'm not going to say it's the greatest, but I guess it gives you something to think about. It's like, okay, that is good, but is it really actually bad? So it's bad in your perspective because of way you've been raised and taught, I guess, what is supposed to be good and what's supposed to be bad. I think it's pretty clear cut what is bad. I think William Shakespeare is maybe drinking a little bit too much wine there when he was writing that and doing his poetry. But there's some people say that he was not an actual person or something like that. I guess that's a perception and stuff like that. I don't believe that. I think he was an actual person. But thank you, William Shakespeare. God bless and Godspeed. Oh, you want the? Oh, geez. Now she wants her chair. Okay, I'll give you the chair. There you go. God, I caved to the cat again. I got to get the chair here. Buggy wanted her chair. She's taking her nap. Okay. She's a good girl. Yeah, I guess the cats are laying down there. Let's see. Jackie's all done looking out the window there. Okay. Our national day today, we have National Best Friend Day. Yeah, we should all have a good best friend as far as that goes. National Upsy Day, Daisy Day. I gotta go out and pick some daisies. Um, there's only three, so we're gonna have to go with this one. National Name Your Poison Day. Ooh, name your poison. The phrase. Hashtag Name Your Poison Day, and on June 8th, it places a few options before you and challenges you to choose your poison. Tina, she's lots of laugh on that one. Um, so whether you choose how to vote or choose what you want for dinner, it's time to make a decision and name your poison. It's not either good or bad. So what's your poison? It's as far as I guess hashtag name your poison. Basically, the phrase "name your poison" is a light-hearted way of making people choose. The term seems to have started around the mid 1800s as a way for patrons to refer to ordering a drink. What's your poison? Whiskey or rum. Okay. Um, because more than likely most people that use that phrase towards someone they're a heavy drinker, I guess. Phrases like "What's your poison?" and "Pick your poison" were among variations of the terms depending on where you lived. The earliest publication found about naming your poison was found on March 24th, 1864, edition of the Daily National Republic in Washington, D.C. The paper reported the latest fashion in Washington of asking a party what they will take to drink is please nominate your poison, gentlemen. The story made its rounds to newspapers across the country, and by 1867, writers attributed the terms to the folks in Indiana. So I guess that's where it got started. So name your poison. My poison is Crown Royal. Amaretto. I love amaretto. Oh my god, it's like that's liquid candy. I love that stuff. As far as that goes, it's um, but I do like the Crown Royal. And I got some sake over there. I do like a little snip of the sake as far as that goes. But my poison is um, Crown Royal, and I will drink a rum and coke. I do. I have had occasion to had a rum and coke and stuff like that, but Crown Royal with a whiskey sour. I love the whiskey sours. I used to drink them a lot when I was younger. Now it's the occasional beer and stuff like that. So okay, let's see. Tomorrow, this week, Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to have a full schedule of where we're going to be doing the Fireman Rich audio podcast. As far as it's more or less a shorter version of this broadcast. Actually, this broadcast, a live stream derived from the audio, where I do about 30 to 45 minutes. This type of format that we just went through so far, and then instead of going on, I do history and stuff like that. But the second hour here, we go over the web pages, but on the audio podcast, after we get done with the meet and greet, the weather, and the thought for the day and National Day, um, basically I tell a good story. I haven't picked it out yet. There's a lot in the queue right now, so I know the last one was about a mining bee and stuff like that. So I'll have to. Oh, there's an interesting one. What's that? Welcome to the gas giant planet where clouds turn to stone. Ooh, I think that looks like That's Saturn right there. Well, that's an interesting picture. So we'll check that out here tomorrow, and that'll be posted up. I record it live offline, and then I post it up over on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify, and we do repurpose the broadcast here, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee over there on Spotify for creators at Fireman Rich on Spotify at Fireman Rich on Spotify, and I haven't been doing any off-subject audios over there of late. I used to do an audio almost every day and stuff, just talking about things and stuff like that. But I do all my talking here on the live stream. If I want to talk, I have a conversation. We had a good conversation yesterday. Speaking of conversations, yesterday there was a few new viewers, I guess, watching the Lotro stream, and we're talking about it and stuff like that. And I always like a good conversation and stuff. It's one of the right reasons why I get up early in the morning to do this. I get up early anyway. I try and sleep in. I can't sleep in, and as far as that goes, but I do like a good conversation. I do like to talk. If you've been here long enough, you know what I'm talking about. As far as that goes. Now, last week we did not have any 100 Years Ago by Roger Luther from Fox 40, which I have no affiliation with. I'll get that out of the way right out of the gate. I don't work there and stuff. Roger Luther, he's the Broome County historian. We have two today. We're going to be listening to the one from last Wednesday and last Friday. They didn't have one posted for Monday though, so we're going to play catch up on the 100 years ago, and start with the 100 years ago as of June 3rd, and we'll bring that one up here and give that a listen. So we got two of them, so that's an extra treat today as far as that goes. So let me go ahead and bring this up on the stage. There's the young lady there, and we'll give this a listen and see what she has to say. And this is as a June, and then I'm just going to bring up the second one right after this one. So here we go. We bring this one and we'll give it a whirl.
It's now time for the big news of the day from 100 years ago. One of the country's few female architects from right here in Broome County. Here's Broome County historian Roger Luther with the update, and it's brought to you by AVRE.
100 years ago today, Genevieve Lacey is being recognized as one of Binghamton's women who are active in their professions. Miss Lacey is the only woman architect in this city and one of very few in the entire country. A new house of the modern Dutch colonial style is being built for Mrs. Edwin A. Link at 42 Laurel Avenue. Plans are being made for the big boxing match to be held in the Johnson Arena at Washington and Water Streets next week. The fight is for the benefit of disabled veterans, and it's expected to surpass any exhibition of its kind ever staged in Binghamton. And finally, the Broome County Sheriff received a report last night that thieves were attempting to steal pigs from the Binghamton State Hospital piggery. When he arrived, several men ran off into the woods, and no pigs were harmed. That was the news, June 3rd, 1926.
Oh my Lord! No pigs were harmed. That's funny. Oh my Lord! Let's see. Let's go to the next one here. But what was that? What did they say? Yeah. Finally, Broome County Sheriff received last night. Thieves were attempting to steal pigs, not cows or chickens. Or oxen, right, farmer? Actually, yesterday in Lord of the Rings Online, I had to kill 5 oxen on a particular quest and stuff. There was oxen all over this one part of. That's where all our oxen. They're over in the Middle Earth too. But let's see, big boxing match. Okay, to benefit the disabled veterans. That's good. I'm going to be going to a what is it? Concert here. I think I did mention that. Let me bring this up here real quick before we go to the second one. I'm going to be going to a concert July 20th, is it? No, it can't be July 20th. I'm not. It's sometime in July, or is it August? It might be August. I think it's August. Yeah, it's in August. Jefferson Starship. I think I mentioned that. I'm stoked about that. That's big. You get the tickets now because that's probably all sold out right now. I guarantee it. So let's go ahead and go to the second one here. This is for June 5th. This is from last Friday. Oh, what happened? I lost it here. Let's bring that back up. June 5th. And see what this one. So we get an extra treat. We get two of them at once here. So here's the one for June 5th, and we'll give this one a listen. And here we go.
Well, tonight in our 100 Years Ago segment, brought to you by AVRE, a tornado tears through Binghamton on this very night in 1905, plus the city's first big art show, a new Veterans Post, and a garden heist. Broome County historian Roger Luther has more.
100 years ago today, this is the anniversary of the most spectacular storm in the history of Binghamton. It was on the night of June 5th, back in 1905, that a tornado swept up the Susquehanna River, destroying many houses and hundreds of trees. The storm broke out on the south side of the river across from Sunbriar Court. The Binghamton Society of Fine Arts is holding its first annual exhibition in the Art Gallery of the Public Library right now. The new Ray Hubert Humphrey Post-1449 Veterans of Foreign Wars was organized at a meeting in Endicott last night. And finally, a Milford Street man reported to police this morning that vandals raided his garden last night and stole 40 tomato plants. That was the news, June 5th, 1926.
Oh my God, we go from tomatoes to pigs. Oh my Lord. Thank you, Roger Luther. Oh my God, that's something. Go from tomatoes or go from pigs to tomatoes and stuff like that. Oh geez. Let me see something here. That what was that? Let's see. In the social arts holding the first exhibition gallery. It's a public lot in the library. Okay. Let's see. This is the Ray. Let me see if the Ray. Let's see if this building is still around here. Let me see here real quick. Let's see. That's the Ray Hubert Humphrey Post 1449 of Foreign Wars. Let's see where that's at. And that's in Endicott. Let's see if this is the one here. Doesn't have a. Does it have a picture? Let's see. Veterans of Foreign War. I don't think it doesn't look like it's the same building. Let's see. Let's see. It's over on Elmira Street. We'll check Elmira Street. No, that's not it. Okay, let's go back. Go back again. I'm just checking to see. I think it's a newer building as far as that goes. So I'm just checking. Veterans of Foreign War. Let's see. Okay, should be right on West Lockhart. Oh, that's down in Sayre, isn't it? That's Sayre. Okay, that's not it. Let's see. What'd they say that was? In Endicott. Okay, so that's Endicott, New York. Let's see. Let's go with Endicott. Endicott, New York. Okay, there it is. Let's see what this looks like. No, it looks like it's a more modern house, so it's not. That couldn't have been. No, it's not. It looks like it's in a regular house per se, I guess. So, and let's see. Tina says she's making a BLT sandwich. Ooh, I can smell the bacon right now. Getting bacon tomatoes. Yeah, you better get those tomatoes before they get stolen. I can't believe that. Finally, Milford Street man reported to police this morning vandals raided his garden and stole 40, not just one or two, but 40 tomato plants. That's a serious thief right there. Oh my God. That's something. Yeah, make sure, guard those tomatoes. Because there it is. Thank you, Roger Luther. He's the Broome County historian, and that was pretty fun. Two of them at one time. That's a good deal there. Okay. In other history, it was on this day in 1789 a proposed Bill of Rights was introduced to the U.S. House of Representatives by James Madison, who was hailed as the father of the Constitution. He's one of the founding fathers, and that's a great document as far as for this country, the United States of America. In 1824, the washing machine was patented by Noah Cushing of Quebec. So it was a Canadian that patented the washing machine. And it was in 1869, Ivis W. McGaffey of Chicago patented the first vacuum cleaner called it the sweeping machine. And let's see. Today, back in 1972, World Ocean Day was celebrated, coinciding with the Earth Summit held in Rio de Janeiro. It was 77 years ago today that 1984 by George Orwell was published for the first time in the UK. And I read that book when I was in school. I think it was junior high. The groundbreaking and bestseller novel became a hollow literary example of political fiction. It birthed the incredible useful term of Orwellian as an adjective for government without limit, and many terms used throughout. So we're past 1984 now, but when I read that was so it came out 77 years ago today, as far as that goes. And let's see, on the AP side, let's see what we got over there. Yeah, we got George Orwell already. Yeah, that was 1949, George Orwell's novel of 1984. And let's see, what else do we have? And that's about it for the most part. Let's see. Oh, it was 1995. The U.S. Marines rescued Captain Scott O'Grady, whose F-16C fighter, this is during the Balkan Wars there, when Yugoslavia was breaking up. Captain Scott O'Grady, he was stationed at Aviano Air Base, and I was stationed there twice. My first duty assignment there, and then I went back over there in 1986 for 4 years. But this is in 1995. He piloted an F-16C fighter jet that had been shot down over Bosnia, Serbia on June 2nd. So he was rescued after he was by the Marines. Pretty interesting. The Marines rescued him. That's pretty cool. So a little bit of history. Of course, they rescued some pilots out there in Iran when they were shot down, and they were rescued, and that's a good thing. Okay, let's see. Let's do the sports here. Major League Baseball going into the weekend. The Yankees lost to the Red Sox Friday night, 5-3. And the New York Mets, I don't think they played Friday. Yeah, they did play Friday. They played the Padres. They beat the Padres 5-0, so that's good. Going into Saturday, the Mets lost to the Padres, so that tied it up 1-1. And looks like the Yankees were off Saturday, but coming back yesterday, Sunday. When did they play? Mets beat the Padres, so they beat them 2-1. I don't think they played Friday, but they won. Mets won yesterday against the Padres 7-3. And where are the Red Sox? The Yankees beat the Red Sox 6-1, so that's always good. Tonight, you're going to have the Yankees and Guardians again. Hopefully the Yankees can. Last time they played the Guardians, they got their asses handed to them there for a couple games. And it looks like the Mets are off. And for tomorrow, Yankees and Guardians again, and Mets will be hosting the Cardinals down there in Queens. So that's baseball. The NHL Stanley Cup. Let's get an update on that. They've this past Saturday they finished Game 3, and it looks like they went into overtime. There was no score the first period. Las Vegas Knights, they scored 4 goals in the second period, and then the Carolina Hurricanes came back in the third period to score 4. They went to overtime, and Las Vegas Knights prevailed. So they're up 2-1. So I don't really care which one. I'm just glad the Carolina Hurricanes beat the Montreal Canadiens. This is an all-American NHL championship, I guess. So that's 2-1. Then they play again tomorrow at 8:00 out there in Las Vegas. We did have some playoff action going on in the UFL, the United Football League. The DC Defenders, they beat the Orlando Storm 28-22. So DC Defenders, they I think they were the champions last year, and unfortunately the St. Louis Battlehawks, they got a jinx or something like that, because every time they play in St. Louis for a playoff game, they lose, and they did such. I watched the end of this game last night, and they just couldn't get it done with 6 minutes to go. All they needed to do was go down and score a touchdown. But Louisville Kings, they're a new team. They're going to the championship game, and Louisville won 29-20, and wasn't a good game there towards the end. I was right after that. That's when I started watching Game of Thrones. So there's our and let's see, what's the championship game, which they're calling it the United Bowl. That's the championship. It's going to be the June 13th, which is this Saturday. It's going to be a Saturday game. It's going to be at 3 p.m. I'm going to probably see if I can watch that. That's a championship game, so why wouldn't you watch it? I'm going to go with the DC Defenders. I don't really care for Louisville, because they're the Louisville Kings, but the side of their helmet, they have like a chest, the knight. They have the knight chest piece, so they have a crown around it, but I don't like the fact that they're using the knight chest piece. If you're king, put the king on there, not the knight. It just I don't know, but they're a good team. They have a good defense. What little I watched yesterday towards the end of the game, they were keeping the DC Defenders in check. Let's see, did I skip over some? Let's see, that's what I'm saying. Oh, about the bacon, Tina. I'm catching up on the things. And Farmer says, not that low, not that tomato. Tomatoes. Not the tomatoes. No, not the tomatoes. He wanted to make one. Who wanted to make one? What's that referring to? I'm not sure. I'm just catching up on the comments. I'm not sure what you meant by that, Tina. I lost my train of thought, which is par for course. Okay, so there's our football. Now, of course, we got the World Cup coming in, the FIFA World Cup 2026, and I'm just looking at it. The U.S. is in Group D, so they have Paraguay, which I think they beat already. They have Australia and Turkey, so that's going to be interesting as far as that goes. I think they're just preliminary matches right now. I don't think there's. Let's see what we got for news. Any because we'll be watching this here as far as what's going on, where to watch. Let's see, fixtures, full schedule, kickoff times. Let's see, this is the kickoff times. Do we got the United States? Let's see if I can find out where the United States, they're going to be playing, it's 6:12. So that's this Friday it starts. Okay. And the U.S. plays Paraguay in Los Angeles. So we'll have to keep track of that as far as the World Cup and such. So that's it for the. The thief. You were saying he wanted to make one. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha, Tina. Okay, thank you. The thief. We had 100 years ago. We had the thief of pigs and we had thief of tomatoes, as far as that goes. So, okay, we're at 51 minutes and we got an early start. We're at 6:30, so I like that. I like that, the early start. Well, it's good because I got to wrap this up after before 8 there, because the missus, she wants to get her cleaning started and I got to go out for an early walk. And I got to get some more coffee, as far as that goes. And spilt a little bit as far as that goes. But let's go ahead and I gotta get this right so you can see it. Okay. I did a Hal. It's Hal Massa. He does that. The first time I saw that, Tina, I just cracked up. I said, "What the? Oh man, that's cool. You're drinking your coffee." A good way of, what's he doing? What's that say? It gets the people to focus in on that thing. We're going to go ahead and take a little break here, folks. I'll refresh my coffee, clean off my face, I guess, the coffee. And Tina's laughing at that. Yeah. Hey, morning, Gen X. Gen X Wired is in the house on the Rumble side. Thank you for being here, Gen X. Hope you're having a great start to your morning or great end to your day, wherever you may be on this blue marble. We're getting our day started here. Glad to have you here. Hope you had a great weekend. I think everybody, for the most part, had a good weekend. We're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break here. And let's see. Where's my... let's see. I dropped it. That's what I did. I dropped it. Let me bring this back up here. We're going to go ahead and get into I'll be right back mode. And let's see. Did that come up? Yeah, okay. We added to the stage. There it is. And Tina's laughing. I'm bumbling it up here, folks. Oh, let's see. Okay, that's just with the comments. Okay, that's comments that covers that. Okay, we'll be right back. I added something new down there on the bottom there. Over there. Yeah, we'll be right back. BRB time as far as that goes. So you just hang loose for a couple minutes and I will be right back and we'll get this going here. And what is it? What do we have? We have Switzerland, 13 degrees Celsius. What do we got here? This is Russia. Ruski. All right, we'll turn the music on and we'll be right back, folks. So just hang loose and I will be right back.
I'm Kurt with you because time is a factor. I'm curt with you because time is a factor.
Wow, that's eerie music. That's some eerie music right there, folks. And we got Germany. There's ocean in Germany. Oh, I guess there is. Yeah, it's Germany right there on the beach. Venice, Venetia. I love Venetia. I know exactly where that's at. I've been all over Venice. The bad thing about Venice, that water right there, it does stink on hot days, folks. And what do we got here? This is Switzerland. So there we are. We're back as far as that goes. And let's go ahead and bring this up here. And we're back in the saddle again here as far as back from our break here. We're starting our second hour of the Friday or Monday. I wish it was Friday. It's like we're starting a new week. Monday morning coffee here on at Rumble Video Broadcast for 06.08.2026. And let's see. Farmer, while I was away, said good morning to Gen X Wired on the Rumble side. And Tina, was that Italian music? It just was real subtle. I come back and I'm like, oh, that's the music. Wow, it did sound like happy music though. And the whole purpose of starting this broadcast on a Monday is to be positive, happy, and upbeat and stuff. And that's sort of like, oh, okay, almost like close to elevator music in a manner of speaking. But we are back for the second half of the Monday morning coffee. I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Rumble, Fireman Rich on all those other fine social media platforms. And we're getting our day started with our second cup of coffee with a little bit of honey. The last of the honey in the other container is all gone, I think, now. It tastes good. When I was putting in there, it sounded like I was putting a whole lot, and the missus says, not a lot of sugar. And it's like, no, it's just a lot of air that's coming out. You know, when you get that little bit at the end, it sounds like there's a lot coming out, but there's not. But we're back here, and let's see. Oh, I got to put. Oh, I just noticed something on this one. Let's see. Let me put this as the stats. We forgot the stats on this one. Let's see. We'll put the stats there. We'll move that over here. And See, it gets down to like there. Okay, so we've got the stats. I didn't put the stats on this screen. Okay. So we're starting the second half here, and we just went over an hour, and we're at 6:43. And we got some web pages to look at here. Let me go ahead and bring them up. And let's see, we got that one already. We already seen Fox. We're going to do WEBO, the radio station here in Owego. We'll look at their page. WNBF, WBNG, 99 to 1 in the Whale radio station. Let's see, this is channel 34 or channel 5, whichever they are. These are news web pages for the local area here. I have no affiliation with any of these web pages. I just present them here on the morning coffee to give you an idea what's going on here in the southern tier of upstate New York, from just what it looks like up here where I'm at. It's rural. It's not. It's a nice area, though. It's a nice area, so I'm pretty proud of it. It's where I grew up, and it's something I can share with you all here. Look at the penny saver. Of course, the big news in the penny saver. You got that big train coming in here. Let's see, KGB. What's on KGB? Why? Oh, I got the back window open, so you're going to hear a bird. I think that's a red-winged blackbird. Let's see, KISS 104, which usually there's nothing. It's all the same as WNBF. We got Spectrum News. We'll look at their page. Then the two web pages up there in Buffalo, Country 106.5, WYRK, and its sister channel, WBLK, Power 93.7. They're both the same. What's this one? New York Towns and running for America's favorite. Oh, we'll have to look at that one. That looks like an interesting article. And then we have, we take a look at WGR 550, but we look at that page mostly during football season. And then, of course, the one that Tina suggests us, I put in the repertoire. We get some pretty good articles from occasionally here. 1440. And let's see, Brilliant Bees is Boxing Bananas for Bees. Ooh, I'll have to read that one. That looks like a good one. We just had, like last week during the audio podcast, we had a story about mining bees and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and check. Let's see what we have in the news here for, let's see. And let's see, I'm going to have to go to I looked at the news yesterday, so I got an article here. Binghamton High School hosts first ever science fair on Fox 40. So let's go ahead and go to that one here. And as far as a human interest story is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm presenting here. Human interest stories that present here in the southern tier of upstate New York. So we'll share that one. And let's go ahead and bring it up on the stage here. And let's see, I got to bring that over there where I bring up my. Okay, there we are. We're up on the screen here. That's what I like about Rumble 2.0. I can be up here on the screen as far as observing and stuff. Okay, let's give this one a listen here, talking about the first ever science fair at Binghamton High School. I thought, man, Binghamton High School has been around for a while, so I don't know why this is their first one. Let's see what this is all about.
Back here at home, it was a packed day of science at Binghamton High School as students presented on projects that they've been working on for the past few months. Fox 40's Katie Lynn has a story.
It was a special day at Binghamton High School today as the school hosted its first ever science fair. The fair featuring a group of students participating in a pilot program that allows them to complete a project in lieu of a Regents exam. Also showcased IB science students who completed independent projects as part of their coursework.
It's been great. It's been a learning process. I've never done anything on this big of a scale, and seeing the kids excited and proud of what they've done is what keeps me coming back every day.
Wilczynski helped design the pilot project, which challenged students to investigate whether spices can kill bacteria.
They designed their own experiments, and then based on what they've learned, they made their own experiments.
One student, Hakeem Abu Salam, worked with his team to test whether cinnamon could kill more bacteria than spices. For Hakeem, the results were more disappointing than expected.
I was assuming that the things that we intake and put on our food, I would assume would do more for our body than what it did or what I found out.
Still, he says the project gave him a new perspective on the foods he consumes.
I feel like it will help me in the future with knowing what to put on my food, what it does for my body, what it does for the food. And like if I ever need medicine or something, I'll know what spices will help if I'm sick.
Top students at the fair received medals and prizes by a panel of judges made up of scientists from local universities, retired science teachers, and community members. But Wilczynski says the biggest reward isn't the prizes, it's the experience.
We didn't know what the answer was. This is like real science. And that's what I want them to feel, is that sense of curiosity and excitement and enthusiasm for science, for learning something.
In Binghamton, Katie Lynn.
So it looks like from that name tag, some of the evaluators were from Binghamton University, from their science department. But this is in lieu of what they mentioned their regions. New York State educational system, they have a Regents diploma, which if you get a Regents diploma, it's a little more stringent. It doesn't. I don't think it really means that much outside New York State, but it helps as far as for the prestigious universities, I guess, and stuff. But this is in lieu of doing that. I remember there's certain subjects I took when I was in my freshman year, and the Regents got stolen. And they didn't have a Regents final. We did have a final test and stuff like that, but the Regents, when they talk about New York State school system Regents tests, it's a very specific statewide, particular that certain subjects like math, sciences, the social studies, as far as history and all that, and English. They're very, very they're pretty hard tests. They're up there on they're sort of like a pre-college level, I guess. And that's what it's for, I guess, the whole thing of the mentality, I guess, behind them and stuff like that. But I remember I had to take Regent courses up until I think my junior year, and then I didn't take any more. No, it was probably my senior year. Was it physics? Was that Regents? I don't think that might have been Regents, but I bailed out of that. So there it is, students. I think that's good hands-on. I'm just surprised. Binghamton University, that's just their first one. I would have thought they had a science fair prior to that and stuff like that. So there's the thing on the science fair. Let's see, what else do we got for Fox 40? Let me get rid of that. And let's see. Can I get rid of it? I'll leave that up there because I may need it again. Let's just put that on the Google side so I know it's a blank. I think that's it for Fox 40. I didn't see anything else. I got a 5K run there. That's good. Let's see. This one opened. Let's see. What's this? This is that Japanese.
All you can eat.
This is that Japanese restaurant. Is this an update? Yeah, this is an update as far as that goes. So let's listen to this one. This is on Fox 40 also. So let's go ahead, and this is it. It's a new store. It's the restaurant that previous it was a mac and cheese place. It was a Mexican restaurant. It was a ground round as far as that goes. So let's see what the follow-up is of this story here. Let's see, we'll go to this one and we'll bring this up to a max and we'll see what it's all about.
A new all-you-can-eat Japanese restaurant has opened its doors in Johnson City. Japanese restaurant Akio celebrated its soft opening today. Located at 214 Reynolds Road, the restaurant features a menu of all-you-can-eat sushi, sashimi, tempura, teppanyaki, and many more. The restaurant says they are still working on their menu and service and are welcoming any feedback from the community. The restaurant will be open daily from 11:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m.
Okay, that's just an update. They just had a soft opening, so they're getting ready to. Well, they didn't have their grand opening yet, so. Okay, so that's on that. Let's see, WEBO. Let's see what we got on there. Let's see what's on WEBO. And there's nothing on WEBO. Actually, let's see. Let's see what. They're not going to be start. I don't know if we should. Let's see. Let me. We'll keep them. We'll keep their Facebook page up because we'll go to them if they may be coming up here at the top of the hour at 7. So we'll give them a check here because they have been coming up Facebook Live and stuff like that. So we'll check in on them here as far as that goes. Let me put this back over here, right there on the WEBO site. Let's go to WNBF. Let's see what we have over there. I'm not seeing anything on W. No, they got the same old. And as far as that goes, and that's Fox 40, WBNG. We got a couple articles from WBNG. Let's see. Let's see. I'm just checking their page here. I think we got a couple here. And let's start off with the Ross Park Zoo. The Ross Park Zoo. Yeah, okay, we'll get to that. Let's bring it back here. We didn't have the commercials. Okay, Ross Park Zoo highlights farm animals as the farm animals as animals of the month. So let's go ahead and check out this one. And see, let's go ahead and let's see, bring this one up. And WBNG is a CBS affiliate in Johnson City there. And let's maximize this. And I like this highlights Ross Park Zoo, so up there in Binghamton, New York.
Once a month, the Ross Park Zoo highlights one animal they hope to shed light on the species as a whole. This month, they chose not just one animal, but the whole petting zoo crew. Jess Lipson headed down to the zoo to learn more of these fantastic creatures.
I personally have so much love for them, and when I see other people come up and, you know, they get to interact with them and they're having a really great experience with it, it just makes my heart so happy.
It's coined the Kids Zoo by staff members, but the farmyard is for everyone. The 11 goats, 4 sheep, many chickens, and 1 bunny are a welcoming group to give visitors an up-close look at some popular farm life.
And, you know, it's something that people can connect with, really, because, you know, a lot of these animals, like our Pallas cats or our red pandas and lemurs, you know, that's not something that you really see every day. So people are comfortable around these, and if they're not, they can get comfortable around them.
Kirsten Peterson, a zookeeper at the Ross Park Zoo, is excited for visitors to not only interact with the farm animals, but see their personality on display.
Are really great in terms of connecting with people themselves. You know, they're really personable. And, you know, there are a lot of different species all over the place of farm animals that are not native. So being able to teach people about the different goats and the sheep that we have here at the zoo can help them kind of connect and make those connections with those broader species.
As for how the farmyard impacts the rest of the zoo, well, I guess you can say the chickens keep the place running.
And they truly are our own personal egg supplier. So we will use some of their eggs for diet as a part of the animal that comes to the mind is a binturong. You know, they have an egg as part of their diet sometimes during the week.
Whether it's to feed some goats, pet the sheep, or check out the chickens and rabbit, the farmyard at the Ross Park Zoo is the place to be. You can visit them all year long, and they're waiting for you to come say hi. Reporting at the
So there we have it, the petting zoo. I think that these animals right here, they're just when you first come into the zoo, that's when you first see these guys and stuff, the farm animals and stuff like that. And it's pretty interesting stuff. Love the Ross Park Zoo. The Ross Park Zoo is a great place. I think it's like the fourth oldest zoo there and stuff like that. So it's you can see everything in a couple hours and stuff like that. It's not a major zoo like with some of the major zoos. The San Francisco Zoo. I've been to the San Francisco Zoo. Been to the Honolulu Zoo, which is a pretty good one. There's a good zoo in Wichita, Kansas. Syracuse Zoo. All great zoos as far as taking care of their animals and giving us a chance to see something that we wouldn't necessarily be able to see, out in the wild and stuff like that. So let's see, what else do we got on channel 12? We have historian explores Cortland County's Revolutionary War era 2000. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. And this is one I picked up last night. I sort of let's see what we got here. We'll highlight that one. I was messing around looking at some of the articles yesterday, so I got this on another sheet here that let's see if we can get rid of that, and then we can bring up the historians explore Cortland County, which is one of the counties here in the southern tier of upstate New York, is how it pertains to the 2025 United States birthday. So let's give this one a listen.
Historian helped residents better understand Cortland County's role leading up to and following the Revolutionary War during a presentation today at the Central New York Living History Center as the nation prepares to mark America's 250th anniversary. The program, titled Cortland County Before, During, and After the Revolutionary War, explored how the region was shaped by early colonial expansion, Native American land use, and growing conflict across New York State. It also connected local history to the broader national story ahead of America 250, the upcoming 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
This was like hunting grounds, native timber forest here for the Haudenosaunee. And I kind of focused on the encroachment of the colonists coming towards Cortland County before the war.
Tebb said while Cortland County did not see major Revolutionary War battles, the area was still heavily influenced by nearby fighting, land redistribution, and settlement patterns that followed the end of the war in 1783. She added that reflecting on that history helps highlight the region's connection to the nation's founding story as America approaches its semi-quintennial year.
So there's an overview of a presentation made about New York State, how it pertained to American history there during the Revolutionary War. I saw one when they had the trails of the battles there, Fort Stanwix, that's up there in Rome, New York. That's where Griffiss Air Force used to be. So I lived up there for a couple of years there after was it just before I got married and then after I got married for a short time and stuff. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Okay, Tina's leaving us, and she's going off to see Hal. Bye. See you later. Have a great day, Tina. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, so that's pretty much what we got. Let's see. Do we have anything else? Oh, we got some on WENY and Fox. Okay, so let's see what else we have on. I think there was something on a tractor pull. Let's see. South Shenango Antique Tractor Club hosts annual competition at Russell's Farms. I know Bob Russell. I used to work with him as far as the day job. Let's see, but that's not a video, so we won't show that. Just let's see. Silver Lake Rescue Squad hosts golf tournament. Fundraiser, is that a video? No, that's not a video either. Okay, what do we got for videos here, folks? We got that one. Oh, Factory Tree. Is that a video? Nope, that's not a video either. So, I'm not seeing any videos there. Let's see. We got the highlights there. Okay, so I basically got the two there from yesterday. That's it for WBNG, WAAL, same as WNBF. You know what we got to do? We got to look up Bob Joseph. Let me see if he has anything updated on his WNBF. Bob Joseph on his. I should put that on the sheet there. As far as to look at his page. No, it's the same. It's the same as yesterday. Okay, channel 34. Let's see. What do we got on channel 34? And I am not seeing anything on channel 34. Same thing I saw yesterday, stuff like that. And let's see. What's this live cam? Is this showing anything? Is this a live cam? Is there any movement on there? The webcam is located atop the Security Mutual building in downtown Binghamton. Is that just a picture? I think that's just a picture. Let's see. Let me see. Let me go with this one. See if we got a. That's interesting. Let's see. Is it on the World Cam? I'm just seeing if there's a live cam for Binghamton. It doesn't look like there is. Let's see. Let's go back. Weather cam? Is that what they got there? No, I'm not seeing that either. So let's see if the National Weather has it. No, they don't have one there either. So okay, that'd be interesting to have. Okay, let's go to WENY, and over on that channel we got a couple. We have Cornell Gaffers District to host weekly summer events. So let's see what that's about here. And this is out in Corning, which is about what is it? It's about 20-minute drive, 25, maybe 25-minute to 35-minute drive, as far as that goes. So this is Corning's Gaffer District is hosting a weekly summer event. We'll give this one a look-see, and this is on WENY out there in Elmira, New York.
And switching gears, summer is finally here and celebrations are in full swing at the Corning Gaffer District. Today, they hosted Illuminate Downtown to celebrate the Glass Society Conference in town. WENY's Ava Rowland joins us live with the details. Ava?
Hey, Alicia. Illuminate Downtown might be over, but there's no shortage of celebrations coming up. The Gaffer District is hosting weekly events this summer to celebrate America's 250th birthday, and you won't want to miss them. Anyone who missed Illuminate Downtown has a chance to enjoy some of Corning's other events all summer long. Executive Director of the Gaffer District, Catherine Price, says the season will be full of events for residents and visitors to enjoy.
So we have so many things going on this summer. Our summer in downtown is sponsored by Williams Toyota, and we're so grateful for them. Because of them, we have farmers markets every Thursday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And then on Thursday nights in July and August, we have live concerts every evening.
A majority of the events will be held on Market Street, which Wandering Glassblower owner Elijah Smith says is the perfect spot.
Market Street's definitely always a hot spot throughout the whole year. It's looking fantastic for tonight.
The events are all about community, and Corning resident Tony Morse says it's something that he loves about the town.
Whether I know what's going on or not, I always try to make an appearance because it's just really a good social outing, and you see a lot of people that you know and grew up with and familiar faces, so it's pretty cool.
Erica Underwoman owns Aubergine Glass and Jewelry. She says she looks forward to events like this because she gets to meet new people.
It's talking to everybody. It's like all these great vibey conversations that I have with everybody. It's like, I love your colors, I love your shine, your energy. It's mostly about the community, really.
From weekly farmers markets and live music to fireworks celebrations, there's something for everybody to enjoy in the Gaffer District this.
Okay, so that's the activities out there. Market Street looks like a happening place there in Corning, as they showed it there, and that looked pretty cool. And a lot of towns and villages in New York State are doing that as far as that goes, and always a fun time. Okay, let's see. We have a second one, I think, from WENY that I saw. This is on the Hornell Erie Depot Museum. Preps for historical train arrival. This is the train that's coming in here to the southern tier of upstate New York. And this is the, what is it? It's going to stop in Elmira, stop in Sayre, stop in Waverly, the big boy train there, as far as that goes. And that's, what's its number again? 1440 or something like that. But let's go ahead and bring this in. Yeah, 4014, that's the name of it as far as that goes. So let's see, we'll share this one and we'll bring this one up here. There's the train right there. That's a train. Hopefully I'll be able to see here if I remember. It's like I'll probably hear it coming down into the county here because the railroad tracks are across the river and they're just at night I can hear the trains and stuff like that. So let's give this a listen.
Railroad enthusiasts and history buffs, a piece of history will soon make its way through the southern tier. The Union Pacific Big Boy 4014 is currently steaming across the country and will be passing right through our area. WENY's Connor Friedhoff reports from Hornell with more on this historic locomotive.
A famous locomotive is making its way to the southern tier next Thursday. The Big Boy will make several stops in the southern tier, including here at Hornell's Erie Depot Museum. The Union Pacific Big Boy is a relic of America's railroading heyday, and it's coming to the southern tier next week. Next Thursday, it arrives in the Maple City, a place with deep railroad history.
Well, Hornell used to be a big railroad town in its day. Used to be the main repair shops on the Erie Railroad, so it's pretty significant having that train come through Hornell. And there's a lot of rail fans here.
The Big Boy was built in Schenectady, and just coming back to New York State is a big event. This is going to be a once in a lifetime experience for a lot of people, and we're all excited to watch it.
The steam locomotive is one of 25 manufactured in the early 1940s by the American Locomotive Company to haul freight over the high Wasatch Range Mountains along the Utah-Idaho border. The celebration surrounding the engine will bring a multitude of onlookers, but safety remains the priority.
Well, Union Pacific wants everybody to be at least 25 feet away from the locomotive because it does put out a lot of heat and steam it spits out.
Yeah, safety is the main thing. You stay back away from it. You get up close, you can see details, but you also got telephoto lenses on your cameras and on your phones. You can get the details later, but please stay back.
The museum will open in the hours leading up to Big Boy's arrival and stay open after it has departed. With it being a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see the Big Boy in person, they're expecting a very high turnout in the Maple City. They'll be making a stop at the Erie Depot Museum at 2 p.m. next Thursday. They'll stop for about half an hour before continuing onward, eventually reaching the Keystone State. From the Erie...
Okay, so that's a report on the Big Boy train coming into the area, and that's big for this area because a lot of Tioga County had part of that train system as far as that goes, and that'll be something to see. As far as, like I said, the tracks are right across the river there, and if it's I hear the trains like I think it's 2-3 o'clock in the morning. They blow their horns when they're coming through there, but that's going to be a real treat to see that. And as far as that goes, hey, good morning to Captain Rehab coming in from the city of Philadelphia, and Captain Rehab says good morning. There you go, Captain. She says good morning back to you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. So that's going to be this Thursday, and let's see, is there June 12th. Oh, you know what? It stops in Sayre overnight, and then it comes to Owego June 12th, and that's Big Boy. Let's see, can we get to that article? Yeah, that's Union Pacific Big Boy 4014 steam engine, and I plan on it's going to be making a whistle stop. All the stops, it said 30 minutes there, but I think when it gets down to Sayre, Pennsylvania, tracks dip down into Pennsylvania, it'll stop at Sayre overnight, and then it'll come to Waverly, and then into Owego, and then off and coming through the southern tier, and so that's pretty good. It takes one to know one, I guess, right? Captain Rehab. Pointing the buttons. You know I'm not going to post that. And Captain Rehab fooling around. The fool is fooling around in the comment section. There's a fool up here on the screen, but there's also a fool over in the on Twitch there from the city of brotherly love. Okay, Captain Rehab. Yeah, put you in a good mood. Hope you're having a good Monday there, my friend. You're probably at the day job, I guess, at this point, or getting ready to go in or something like that. Hope all's well. Again, I hope you had a good weekend. And let's see. No, I didn't find any of them in the game yesterday, Captain Rehab. I had to shoot. I had to find either them or oxen. I took the 6 oxen in Lord of the Rings. I didn't find those other creatures. As far as that goes, he gets a trip out of that. Oh, okay. Let's see. That was on WENY. What else we got on WENY? What's this one? Grab your tickets, Cotton Candy Annual Arnett Mall Carnival. Let's see what this is. There a video on this one? Oh, there is. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Arnett Mall. This is up in Elmira. Me and the missus we go shopping there. It's unlike the Oakdale Mall, which is now Oakdale Commons. Arnett Mall is they're still active. So let's go ahead and bring this one up. Let's see. Share this tab. This is from WENY, which is out there in Elmira, and Arnett Mall is out in Big Flats. Your doctor told you those creatures are problematic. Yeah, they can be problematic. And he's saying Oakdale Mall. There's just to let you know, there's some things that. Okay, Oakdale Mall. No, it's Oakdale Commons now. It's not called a mall anymore. But this is a mall still, the Arnett Mall. It's a pretty active mall. But there's a lot of other stores that left there. But this is an interesting story. Let's go ahead and bring this, see what this one's all about here. And let's see. The carnival returns with cotton candy. It's summertime.
Grab your tickets and some cotton candy because the annual Arnett Mall Carnival returns later this week. The event gets underway Thursday, June 11th, with carnival rides, midway games, fair food, and activities friendly for all ages. The carnival will run through Sunday, June 14th, before returning for a second week. That's from June 17th through the 20th. Operating hours they will vary each day. A full schedule and ticket information can be found on the Arnett Mall Carnival Facebook page.
So when you get the carnivals and the fairs coming out, you know it's summertime, folks. It's summertime as far as that goes, and that's to get people that's out in their parking lot, which is half of the parking lot is empty and stuff like that. So why not bring the people in by a carnival to go into the mall? Do a little. There's nothing really there. I don't think there's any real new stores that have gone in there compared to Oakdale Commons. So let's see. What do we else we got on WENY? Let's see. Corning Gafford District. Oh, we already played that one. Okay, and then we talked about the train. And what's that? That's. I talked about the carnival. I guess that's a big one right there, the carnival. So that's all for WENY. What about Channel 18? Let's see. They got something on the. I think we already did this one. Montour Malls. Oh, let's see. I'm not seeing anything else on. Okay, let's see. This is the Montour Falls. When is this article? June 6. Okay, this is an update on the Montour Falls. This is on Channel 18. We'll go ahead and bring this one up here. And let's see. We'll bring this one up as far as a follow-up on the mall, or not the mall, the fair, the festivals. This is like the they call it a festival, but they used to call these fireman field days as far as that goes. So let's bring
Today's the last day of the Montour Falls Fire Department's 66th Carnival. The carnival started on Thursday, and today's nice weather brought out crowds to enjoy live music, carnival rides, and cornhole games. Montour Falls Fire Department officials say it's one of their biggest fundraisers of the year.
Not only does it fund the fire department, everything firematically is extremely expensive, and it's a budgetary. We're not able to cover all the costs for our training, equipment, things of that nature. But for the community, it's nice to see this familiar faces every year, year after year. You can, watch people's kids grow up, ride the rides, and it becomes just a really close-knit community.
There was also a chicken barbecue this afternoon and a parade at 4 p.m.
Okay, that was happening Saturday. And this weekend it was going strong there. And they always have a barbecue. It starts on a Thursday. Friday they have the fireworks, and Saturday they have the barbecue. That's the fire. And this fire department is one of the few fire departments in the state that still do this. Most other fire departments have gotten away from it and stuff like that, which is a shame. But I remember as a kid growing up in Appalachian, New York, the Appalachian Fire Department had the Appalachian Field Days, and it was always a great time. Always a great time. Especially when I got older and I could take part in the beer tent. I was able to drink beer. Oh, that was always fun. And they had steamed clams on a shell, or a half shell. And they had steamed clams. And whoa, they were good. Oh my God. Clam bakes. I remember the clam bakes. They're far and few between now. Used to have some really good clam bakes and stuff like that. The local church there in Appalachian, St. Margaret Mary's, they usually had a very good clam bake back in the day. I remember going there a couple of times with my good friend that I grew up with there in Appalachian, and it was pretty good. After rehab, nothing better than a nice clam. Yeah, there we go. Clams and beer. Oh my God, that's good, and some good people too. Good conversations, as far as that goes. I think that's why I got good conversations and stuff. I'd go to things like that, and I got the birds active out there. Okay, let's see what else we got on Channel 18. My Twin Tiers for news. Let's see. Oh, we got a Watkins Glens Festival returns in June. Let's see what this is about. Let's bring this up. Let's see, where's the thing here? Let's bring this up here. This is in Watkins Glen. We got some activity going up there. Let's see what this is about.
Cardboard boats, live music, and summer fun are set to take over the Watkins Glen waterfront on June 20th. The 33rd Annual Waterfront Festival runs from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Seneca Harbor Park. The free event features local vendors, family activities, live entertainment, and the crowd favorite cardboard boat regatta, all designed to kick off summer along Seneca Lake.
And I think Captain Rehab, he's an entry in the cardboard boat competition with his boat. He's coming all the way up from Philly. No, just kidding, Captain Rehab. So they didn't really have any pictures there, which is, but that goes to show you there's a lot of activity going on, with the summer coming here and stuff. And I just looking at the calendar, Father's Day is on the first day of summer. So I was telling the missus last night when we were settling down watching some TV there that that's a good Father's Day's present. The first day of summer happens on Father's Day. So I don't need any physical presents and stuff like that. Okay, I think that's it for WENY or Channel 18. Let's just check the local. Let's see, for Tioga, New York, what do they have? We talked about the big boy. Yep, that's it for that. So, and that's what Penny Saver's talking about. WKGB, what happens on the 7th? That was yesterday. I don't need to read that. KISS 104, nothing there. Let's see. Spectrum News. Let's see what we got on Spectrum News. And overwhelmed by crop loss. Oh, that's not good for the farmers. And let's see, what do we have? Things you can do in New York. And I'm not seeing anything. Nothing on Spectrum. Let's see, what about Buffalo's number one for New Country, WYRK 106.5. I'm not seeing any article. There was an article on its sister channel. What the hell? Which one was that? What? New Hallmark. No, there's nothing there. Nothing on the other one. Nothing there. Let's go to 1440. The Box and Bananas and Bees. And what do we got here? We got Tony D's coming in. Hey, Tony D. Salute to you. Hashtag positive start today. Tony says good morning to the missus. Tony says good morning to the missus. Oh, good morning, Tony. Good to have you, Tony. And Tony's letting us know down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where he's at. It's 73 degrees Fahrenheit, 86 for the high, 72 for the low, partly cloudy. And he's probably taking a break because he's at the day job. He's saying hi to Tina. Tina left. She's over with Hal Massa now on his broadcast. And then we have Captain. He's saying hi to Captain Rehab. And he's calling me a fool. Can you believe that, Tony? Captain Rehab is calling me a fool. Oh, that's Captain Rehab. Yeah, he's the king of fools. A salute to you, my friend. Hope you had a great weekend. And Tony saying hi to Gen X Wired on the Rumble, as well as to Farmer over on Rumble. So thank you, Tony, for checking on all the platforms for me. I appreciate that. Hope you had a good weekend, my friend, and glad that you're here. As far as that goes, Tony D in the house. Okay, let's see what else do we got. I got to read this Box and Bananas for Bees. Bumblebees have demonstrated the ability to carry out spontaneous problem solving. A study published last week reveals the animal is the first non-vertebrate to pass a test compared to the box and banana experiment for chimpanzees. In 1910, German psychologist Wolfgang Kohler placed a banana outside the reach of a chimpanzee. In one experiment, He placed several boxes nearby with the chimpanzee, realizing he could stack the objects to reach the treat. Other large-brained animals, including elephants and birds, have since shown a similar capacity for Kohler calling insight learning. In the latest experiment, researchers trained bumblebees, which I've seen some bumblebees this weekend out in the backyard, to associate a blue flower with a treat and to recognize that the styrofoam ball was harmless. In several experiments, the bumblebee showed the capacity to manipulate the ball to reach the treat. The bumblebee is now the smallest brain animal to have performed Kohler's test. So that's pretty interesting. Freaking bumblebees are smart as far as that goes, folks. And let's see. Let's go ahead and we'll put that right there. And let's see what we got here on the comments here. And Farmer saying hi to Tony on the Rumble there. Good morning to Tony on the Rumble from Farmer. And let's see. Do we have any action going on WEBO this morning? No, they don't have any action. So let me check to see. You know what? I gotta check their let's check their thing for news here. I think they got something that showed up here. Oh, there's a new farmers market. Let's go ahead and bring this up. This is on WEBO. This is on their Facebook. We'll highlight. I have no affiliation with WEBO, but this is their. Oh, what the hell am I doing here? I don't want that. Let's see. Let's bring this up. This is they've got a farmers market going on in Owego, and there's one picture there. You got the activities there as far as happenings here in Owego, New York. Got the eggs, more eggs. Tioga County Agriculture Society Farmers Market there. And let's see, let's bring this back down so I can see what the next one is. That's yeah, the farmers market was this morning. That was the 6th. That was that was Saturday, but that was at the Tioga County Fair, those pictures. And we got the thing on the big boy. I think let's see, they're talking about the big boy, and this is something that just returned back from huh? I can't hear you. What's that? Just for the captain. Oh, just for the captain? Yeah. This is a steamer that just returned. It's been refurbished, and this is in Owego, New York. That's an actual working. That's the oldest fire piece of fire equipment that actually still works, and that's what they call the steamer. And Owego Fire Department, they had it refurbished, and I'm not sure where, but they had it refurbished. But that's a you can look at that. They have it in a house there right next to the fire station there on North Street here in Owego, and it's a pretty interesting thing. It actually works. It's an actual working piece of firefighting apparatus, and that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Waiting for they might not come up until 8 o'clock, maybe. I don't know. I don't see them live yet. Let's see if they're going to go live. Let's see, what's their story? Oh, they got their story. Okay. Is that Shabuzi? Oh, it is Shabuzi. Okay. Oh, just for you. Okay, that's what she meant, Captain Rehab. She's listening to Shabuzi. This weekend, Captain Rehab, you'll be interested in this. I actually saw Shabuzi on the Country Channel, so I know who Shabuzi is now. I've always heard him from the distance here, but I know who Shabuzi is. He's a good artist. I like him. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting individual there. So that's what she meant by just for you, Captain Rehab. She's listening to Shabuzi while she's on the exercise bike right now. So, okay, let's see. We're gonna hang out here for a couple. I'm not in no hurry. I started early and stuff like that. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's see what we got here. How come I can't? Oh, there it is. What we got? So is that the normal Shabuzi song you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't play the other ones, unfortunately.
Are they? They're not country.
Yeah, they play them once in a while, but.
Right. Okay, let's see what we got over here on the. Let's see. I think that's about it, folks, as far as what we got here today. Let me see. Let me just check. See if I can stretch this to 8 o'clock, or at least 2 hours. Let's see. Tioga County. Let's see what we got for Tioga County news. Let's see. Tioga County news events on Facebook. What the hell? Okay, let's see what we got here. Not sure what that's all about. Okay, let's see. No, I think that's. Well, let's check. Oh, you know what? I do have one more article. I just remembered. This is on Fox News. Let me bring this up. Here's a good one. We'll end with this one. This will take us to 2 hours. And what this is concerning a owner of viral $1.34 burger stand shares secret to keeping prices unchanged since 2006. I came across this yesterday, and let's see. Let's go ahead and share this one. This is over in England. This is over in the UK, and we'll go ahead and show this. I don't normally, but I thought this is an interesting article. Owner of viral $1. I think that's what. Let's see. What does 1 English pound equal? Let's see. What does 1 English pound, P-O-U-N-D, equals, what's the equal sign? Oh, there's equals USA dollar. $1.34. So I guess that's what it is. It's $1.34. That's $1 is so this guy is English. Let's go ahead and maximize this, and we'll give this a listen. This is over in England. So he's been keeping the prices down since when? Since 2006. So let's give this one a listen here. Start it. Here we go.
It's beautiful. Sometimes you need a helping hand on the journey home. When you partner with Rocket Mortgage and Redfin on your next move, you can save up to $12,000.
Okay, we'll
find out more at rocketmortgage.com.
Well, hello everybody. Okay. I'm Chris, and I'm the famous £1 burger man.
Enough.
Why am I famous? Because I've been selling the burger for 20 years for £1. Can you believe it?
Restart
Just
this
£1.
one. I muted
People say, "Why'd you do that?" Why not? Why not? Indeed, yeah. They keep saying, "How can
Let's
you
start
do
this
so
again
cheap?"
here. I should have. We'll start it again here. Here we go.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Chris, and I'm the famous £1 burger man. Why am I famous? Because I've been selling the burger for 20 years for £1. Can you believe it? just a pound. People say, why do you do that? Why not? Why not indeed, yeah? They keep saying, how can you do it so cheap? Because I work by myself, I'm on the back streets, and you don't have to make a lot of money. There's two ways of doing business. You either do large profit, small turnover, or small profit, large turnover. Blackpool is based on the latter. Small profit, large turnover. So the more I make, the cheaper it becomes. Just mass production. So if you are in Blackpool, come and visit me here at the famous £1 Burger Bar.
The £1 burger bar. So you get a pound of beef for $1.37. So that's pretty interesting.
With Smarter Search.
Okay, we'll get rid of that. Okay. So that was on Fox News. I thought that was an interesting gentleman there as far as that goes. And you can still get a burger for $1. Hey, good morning, Deplorable. Coming on the Rumble. Love the flags. We're just wrapping up here as far as the Monday morning coffee broadcast here. Glad to have you here. Coming in from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania out there in Bradford, Pennsylvania, just a couple hours to the west. That's west that way. And he's right across the border from Olean, New York, home of the University of St. Bonaventures, but over down south, just over the border to the west is Bradford, Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. He's saying good morning. Farmer saying good morning to Deplorable. And again, hope you had a great weekend. I did. I think good start to the morning here as we're just wrapping up the broadcast here and stuff and stretch it to 2 hours here. Of course, we got Captain Rehab here. We have Tony D popped in here. We had Tina coming in here as well as Farmer. Gen X Wired, he was here on the Rumble side, and Tony D and Deplorable coming in, finishing up the broadcast here and stuff. So let's see. I got to walk. Oh, there's the sun. Oh my God, look at that blue sky out there. We'll be doing a nice walk this morning. And I guess they had a big that steamer, the Weagle Fire Department. They had a golf tournament this weekend, big golf tournament for them this weekend, and it was a good weekend to have the golf tournament there. Let's see. Let me bring that back up. There we go. And so we're at the tail end here as far as that goes for the Monday morning coffee. I want to thank all those that were in the chat. Like I said, it was Tina, our Jersey girl. She was here from Central New Jersey. Farmer coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as California East. I'm not going to put the C word. That's you saying that. You live down there. You can say I can't call it that C word that you said earlier. And we had Gen X Wired coming in on the Rumble. Thank you, Gen X, coming in. And we also had our good friend Captain Rehab was in the house. He's back, and he is welcome back. Good to see you, Captain. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciated. Coming in from the city of brotherly love. And we had Tony D here also, coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia. He popped in here on, I imagine it was one of his breaks. He gets his day started early and stuff. He's turning a wrench on some very important aircraft there, as far as to keep them flying. And we had Deplorable coming in towards the end here, coming in from Bradford, Pennsylvania. So I want to thank you all that were in the chat. Thank you those that were watching. We're ending the program with 5 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals, 1 person on Twitch, 2 people over there on the YouTube. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And I want to say thank you to those that watch the replay. They may not watch it all, but the replay numbers indicate otherwise. So I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. And thank you for those that are listening on the audio podcast or the audio side on Spotify for creators. At Fireman Rich on Spotify. At Fireman Rich on Spotify. And we'll be posting up the audio shortly after, because I did push the button for the Audacity to record, which let's see, what are we at? Yeah, it's doing good. It's doing good. We're coming up on 2 hours. That's a little shorter because I splice it down with all the extra crap that's in there that doesn't really need to be in there. The interlude music, the where I take a break and stuff. But you all have a great one wherever you may be. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on Rumble, using Rumble Studios 2.0. You all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. God bless you all, and God bless America. Ciao for now.